Namaskar.
Namaskar, dear viewers. After experiencing one of the most turbulent years in the history of humankind, the year 2020, we are about to welcome a new year, the year 2021, with new hopes, expectations, and aspirations. However, before stepping into the fold of a brand new year, dear viewers, let's look back at some of the landmark events, life-altering happenings, and cherished moments of the year that is about to say goodbye to us.
As all of us know, COVID-19 pandemic spared none and RSP was not immune to its cruel impact. However, the impeccable planning and meticulously executed strategies of the top management combined with the steely resolve of the collective not just helped in minimizing the effect of the pandemic but also put the steel plant on the high echelons with an array of records scripted in different fields of endeavor. The successful voyage of RSP on the face of a nerve-wracking hurricane called COVID-19 made the year 2020 momentous in the true sense. The steel plant adopted multi-pronged approach to deal with the extraordinary situation that arose with the outbreak of the novel coronavirus. Even before the detection of the first case in the steel city, a myriad of proactive measures were already in place, right from sensitizing people through numerous ways to strengthening the healthcare system and setting up of facilities to meet the unforeseen exigencies. Massive sanitization activities were undertaken both inside the plant as well as township areas. Mr. Deepak Chatraj, CEO, continuously monitored the preparedness and reviewed every action for the effective management of the crisis. A new COVID-19 testing lab set up at Ispat General Hospital with the help of Government of Odisha was made ready for sample testing on 15th April. The testing lab came up at the most appropriate time and played a significant role in handling the surge of the disease by quick identification of the coronavirus patients and subsequent isolation. It was followed by the setting up of Plasma Bank at IGH under the guidance of Honorable Union Minister of PNG and Steel, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan. Set up in association with Government of Odisha, the Plasma Bank was inaugurated online by Mr. Naveen Patnaik, Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha on 31st of July. The Plasma Bank provided the much needed support in treatment of the critically ill COVID-19 patients. Both the COVID testing lab and Plasma Bank, which were first of their kinds in the entire sale, came as a boon for not only the employees of RSP and the family members, but also for the entire region.
The steel plant left no stone unturned in terms of preparedness to deal with the humongous challenges of the pandemic and safeguard the employees and their family members from the clutches of the pandemic. The efforts included development of isolation wards, quarantine centers, COVID care centers, COVID testing centers, and necessary medical infrastructure, along with mobilization of resources and equipments. SAIL joined hands with the nation in its fight against the corona disease by contributing Rs 30 crores to the PM CARES Fund. Moreover, SAIL employees came forward and contributed a day's salary amounting to approximately Rs 9 crore. Besides, Rourkela Steel Plant contributed Rs 1 crore to the Chief Minister's Relief Fund Odisha on 24th April 2020 for strengthening the state's fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. RSP also provided 5 new ventilator units to Government of Odisha on 31st March 2020 to cater to the urgent requirement of medical facilities to combat the pandemic COVID-19. The steel plant, in the meanwhile, reached out to the poor and helpless of the steel city by providing them cooked food as well as dry food items during the lockdown and shutdown period in line with the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana. The communication systems were strengthened on a war footing and a number of teleconferencing and virtual platforms were put in place so that plant messages can reach every employee in a matter of minutes. The CEO effectively communicated with the key stakeholders from time to time to safeguard the people and the steel plant from the deadly impact of the disease. The virtual interactions ranged from groups of employees to trade unions and executive association. The continual process of communication helped in restoring confidence and boosting morale of the employees. A mobile Android app, RSP COVID-19 Info, Sujana, was launched by Mr. Pradyot Kumar Dash, ED Works, so that the employees can have easy access to relevant information.
While most of the big industrial houses were struggling to revive their operations and restore normalcy in the post-lockdown scenario due to the catastrophic impacts of the pandemic, the outstanding performance of the Rourkela steel plant reverberated in the national arena, attracting all-round applause and recognition. RSP set a national record by clocking 48 blows in a single day in a single converter of Steel Melting Shop 2 on 2nd of July. The effort exemplified the unmatched determination of the collective to help the plant get over the lean phase with a power-packed performance. Mr. Anil Kumar Chaudhary, Chairman SAIL, addressed an e-press conference organized by RSP on 22nd of July to mark the national record. Records are meant to be broken. However, going past the records during the most testing times is no wonder the toughest. The different departments of the plant put together a series of records braving all odds. The string of success continued in SMS2 with achievements of 73 blows from 2 converters on August 19th. Desulfurization of 24 ladles in a single day on 21st August and desulfurization of 15 ladles in a single shift on 26th August. The unit set a new benchmark on 28th October by notching up 76 blows on a single day. With this robust contribution of SMS2, the total crude steel production of RSP on that day touched 13,336 tons, which was the highest ever single day production since inception. The Steel Melting Shop 1, on the other hand, set a new performance benchmark by making 24 blows and 24 casts after a long span. The blast furnace department was not to lag behind. On 17th August, Blast Furnace 1 made 3,553 tons of hot metal, which was its best ever single day performance. The relined Blast Furnace 4, Annapurna, was blown in for its 7th campaign by Mr. Deepak Chatraj on 9th of September. The 3 blast furnaces together earned an enviable position by setting 4 back-to-back records in a single day hot metal production in the month of October. Blast Furnace 5 recorded its best ever monthly performance in November 2020. In October, the Sinter Plant Collective maintained an average production of 21,000 tons of sinter per day and scored its best monthly performance of 6,22,199 tons. The best single day production of 22,459 tons of sinter was registered on 30th of November. Needless to mention that unconditional support was extended by the raw materials handling plant in terms of supply of quality as well as quantity of supply of raw material. The rolling mill zone worked in tandem, and no wonder best ever monthly performances were recorded in October in saleable steel production, apart from highest ever performance in hot metal and crude steel.
The steel plant made significant strides in this regard to enter the niche market in many segments. The state-of-the-art new plate mill rolled out and supplied a number of new grades of steel that found application in prestigious projects. ASTM A588 Grade A plates were rolled out for the first time, while API plates that have a huge market demand were successfully rolled out, and the first lot was dispatched on 31st October. A consignment of 30 tons of epoxy-coated pipes made from the revived pipe coating plant of RSP was flagged off by Mr. Deepak Chatraj on 20th March. The 60 years old hot strip mill 1 also rolled out coil with 12 mm thickness and 1250 mm width for the first time to meet the requirements of customers. RSP started production of 0.35 mm thin galvanized plain sheets to cater to a broader market segment. If production units excelled in their endeavors, many of the service units also performed at par. Back-to-back 2 national records were registered in turnaround time of BOBS rake. The first phase of a major overhead electrification project for rail traffic movement was commissioned by the CEO on 13th November. The project will increase diesel locomotive availability inside RSP and also help reduce demurrage substantially. Highest lining life of 2,338 cycles was registered in torpedo number 5 of Blast Furnace 5 in July 2020, which was shattered in November with the lining life touching 2,407 heats in a single campaign. The plant also scripted a new record in SMS2 by clocking the highest ever steel ladle life of 206 heats in a single campaign. Captive Power Plant 3, comprising steam turbine generators in power blowing station, top recovery turbine generator, and back pressure turbine generator, blazed a trail of success by surpassing the single day power generation record twice in August and twice again in October. With the increased volume of production and improved techno-economics in the unlockdown period, RSP consistently remained as one of the lowest cost steel producers in SAIL.
Another major highlight of the year was the successful rolling out of the first coil from the newly installed world-class hot strip mill 2 within 2 days of trial. The mill would primarily cater to the domestic requirements of high-end steel, which at present is mostly being imported. Reiterating its commitment for a clean and green environment, SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant commissioned numerous major environment-friendly installations. Waste gas cleaning system of kiln number 3 and 4 of CP2 was inaugurated by the CEO on 29 February 2020. Similarly, a dry fog dust suppression system was installed within the stipulated time period in the Phase 2 area of RMHP. The system started functioning on 24 March 2020. A new blowdown system of effluent treatment plant was inaugurated at Blast Furnace 5 on 23 July by Mr. P.K. Dash. A new 100-meter tall chimney and revamped process ESP 1 and 2 of Sinter Plant 1 were inaugurated by Mr. Deepak Chatraj on 29th of October. A fines disposal conveyor system for transfer of fines to OBBP, a conveyor NCC3A system for maintaining the continuity in charging of BF coke without furnace shutdown, and an online sampling unit system for laboratory analysis were inaugurated at the Blast Furnace 5 on 22nd of May. An extended granulated slag disposal system was inaugurated at Blast Furnace 1 on 30th October. The ore bedding and blending plant department was renamed as Raw Materials Handling Plant on 4th August 2020. The shops complex carried out a number of innovative ventures that not only checked with the cash outflow but also ensured timely availability of critical equipments.
Rourkela Steel Plant adopted digitalization in a big way in the year 2020. It became the first integrated steel plant in SAIL to implement the electronic invoicing and tax collected at source systems from 1st October 2020 in adherence to the government guidelines. On 1st June 2020, the CEO launched the go live of the web-based Suppliers Relationship Management 7 on SAP platform. A new plant status application of Rourkela Steel Plant was inaugurated on 1st July. An internal online processing system for various proposals, notes, etc., and the upgraded internal web-based portal of RSP were launched on 15th July. A new Green Pass system was launched in SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 3rd November 2020 so as to make the process of entry of material carrying vehicles easier and faster. Efficient monsoons management by the Civil Engineering Services team rendered smooth production processes in the rainy days as well. The renovated Hirakud Gate with a splendid canopy, widened roads and spacious parking place was inaugurated on 1st June 2020. A model of the layout and process flow of Rourkela Steel Plant was inaugurated at the HRD Center by the CEO on 22nd July. A new conference hall, Manthan, a place for conclusion, was inaugurated at the CEO's office on 15th July 2020.
In line with the Purvodaya initiative launched by the Honorable Union Minister of PNG and Steel, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan SAIL, initiated the scheme Ispati Ilakon Ka Vikas SAIL ke Saath near its integrated steel plants that aims at making affordable steel available to the local MSMEs while incentivizing them in price-based and non-price-based terms. A number of interaction sessions were organized in this regard, chaired by the CEO as well as other senior officers. The 57th Plant Level Advisory Committee meeting of RSP was held in virtual mode on 15th October, which was attended by Ms. Soma Mandal, Director Commercial Sale, Mr. Satyabrat Sahu, Principal Secretary, MSME Government of Odisha, CEO RSP and other senior officers of state government and RSP. Another online interaction session with the representatives of local MSMEs under Mission Purvodaya was organized by RSP on 20th of November that was chaired by Ms. Soma Mandal.
Connecting to employees, keeping them motivated and engaged during the pandemic period was one of the toughest challenges faced by the steel plant, which it overcame with aplomb. A new communication initiative, Unmukt, was launched by the CEO on 12th May with the objective of encouraging the executives to brainstorm and suggest innovative ideas for improving the performance of the plant in every aspect. Another HR initiative, Spandan, Galvanizing People into Action, was launched on 22nd May for both executives and non-executives. Mass contact exercise, which was discontinued in the month of March 2020 because of the COVID-19 pandemic, was relaunched in virtual mode on 25th August. A new initiative, Sanchayika, Profit Ka Funda, was launched in a webinar at RSP on 3rd August with the objective of generating awareness among the plant collective regarding the importance of cost control at this juncture. Confluence, the knowledge series, was launched with the objective of improving the performance of the plant by strengthening maintenance practices. To keep the employees and the contract workmen engaged and motivated, a number of competitions were organized and attractive prizes were also given. Salamat Rahein, Salamat Rakhein, a special safety initiative for women employees, was launched at HRD Center on 3rd January by Mr. P.K. Dash. The defending champions Steel Melting Shop 2 won the 11th Ispat Synergy Cricket Championship, an employee engagement initiative of Rourkela Steel Plant that was inaugurated by Mr. Deepak Chatraj on 12th February. Mr. Rajveer Singh presented the trophies to the winners and runners-up teams in the concluding function.
Two ophthalmologic equipments, namely a combined Stellaris vitrectomy and phaco emulsification unit as well as a Nidit US 400B scan unit, were inaugurated at Operation Theatre of Ispat General Hospital on 11th of February. An Ayushman Bharat Center and the upgraded burn and plastic unit were inaugurated by Mr. Deepak Chatraj at Ispat General Hospital on 29th June. An Amrit Pharmacy outlet was inaugurated in the campus of Ispat General Hospital by Dr. S.S. Pati, the then Director in charge Medical and Health Services, on 23rd of June. With the objective of minimizing the physical contact between the doctors and medical attendants with the patients at the Ispat General Hospital during that pandemic, a teleconsultancy service, Paramash, was started for the employees and their dependents. The effluent treatment plant was inaugurated at Ispat General Hospital on 18th of January. Ispat Nandan Vihar, a new plantation area in the Sector 18 of Steel Township, was inaugurated by the CEO on 7th July 2020. The CEO planted a sapling in the tree plantation program organized to mark the observance of Van Mahotsav 2020. The 54th Annual Horticulture Show 2020 was held at the picturesque Jubilee Park on 18th and 19th January. A multidisciplinary health camp was organized by RSP at Bagdega UP School, Bagdega, in Nuagaon block on 28th February for providing free treatment to people residing in nearby areas.
6 students of Deepika Ispat Shiksha Sadan, the free school of Rourkela Steel Plant for underprivileged children of the Steel City, were sponsored by the steel plant for pursuing ITI at KIIT Bhubaneswar. Mrs. Raka Chatraj, President, Deepika Mahila Sangati, and other members of the governing body interacted with them in a program organized on 27th November. It may be noted that DISS registered 10% result in HSC board examination conducted by BSc Odisha for the 5th consecutive year. As a part of the CSR initiatives of Rourkela Steel Plant, 42 students pursuing professional courses were provided financial assistance of Rs 16.8 lakhs. 30 dance troupes from different villages of Bisra block enthusiastically participated in the zonal level competition of Synergy Lok Sanskritik Mahotsav organized by the CSR department at Jamsera village on 7th January. The zonal level match of Samvardhan Rural Football Tournament for different blocks were organized by the CSR department.
Republic Day was celebrated with pomp and gaiety at the Ispat Stadium and Mini Stadium of Sector 22. While Independence Day was observed in a sober and serene environment adhering to the COVID guidelines at the Administrative Building. A run for the girl child and a spectacular cultural program on the theme Save the Girl Child were organized on 24th of January on the occasion of SAIL Foundation Day and National Girl Child Day. The annual Grand Fete of Deepika Mahila Sangati was held at Rourkela Club on 11th of January. A week-long National Safety Week celebrations commenced at RSP on 4th March 2020 with the observation of the 49th National Safety Day. Hoisting of safety flag, competitions, skits and safety training programs were organized amongst the employees and contractual workmen. A multi-hued celebration was organized at Civic Centre on 7th March 2020 to mark International Women's Day. Speeches by eminent guests, experience sharing, showcasing of films, award function and cultural program marked the occasion.
During the pandemic times, Rourkela Steel Plant Collective observed various important occasions like Fire Services Day on 14th April, Anti-Terrorism Day on 21st May, World Environment Day on 5th June, International Day of Yoga on 21st June, Sadbhavana Divas on 20th August, National Sports Day on 29th August, Rajbhasha Divas on 14th September, Engineers Day on 15th September, Gandhi Jayanti on 2nd October, Rashtriya Ekta Divas on 31st October, Vigilance Week from 27th October to 2nd November, Quality Day on 8th November, National Metallurgist Day on 13th November, Constitution Day on 26th November, and National Energy Conservation Day on 14th December in strict adherence to the COVID-19 norms.
Rourkela Steel Plant was conferred with the Grow Care India Gold Award 2020 for environment protection. The steel plant received the coveted NCON Award 2020 presented by the Confederation of Indian Industries, Eastern Region for excellence in energy conservation in the large scale category. 4 departments, namely New Plate Mill, Blast Furnace 5, Coke Oven Battery 6 and Power and Blowing Station were certified with the ISO 50001-2018 EMS Energy Management System. The certificate was awarded by Messrs. Bureau Veritas India Limited, Kolkata. The corporate social responsibility endeavours of RSP won accolades in national level as the plant bagged the Green Tech CSR Award 2020 in 2 categories, namely Promotion of Education and Healthcare Facilities. RSP bagged the prestigious Gold Award for Internal Communication Campaign in the 14th Global Communication Conclave organized by Public Relations Council of India, PRCI.
The team comprising Mr. Avinash Patnaik, Senior Manager, Plate Mill, Mr. Ricky Agarwal, Manager, MSS, and Mr. S. Srinath, Manager, Steel Melting Shop 1, bagged the first place in the prestigious Chairman's Trophy for Young Managers competition. Mr. Anil Kumar Chaudhary, Chairman SAIL, awarded the trophies online in a ceremony held on 17th October. Later, on 19th November, the trophies were physically presented to the winners by CEO RSP. The team of Mr. Prakash Chandra Sahu, Mr. Bikrant Kumar Patel, both managers of Finance and Accounts Department, and Mr. Biswajit Jana, Manager, Instrumentation, brought laurels to the steel plant by winning the prestigious Director Personals Cup Ranniti 2019-20. The same team also won the coveted Asian Management Games organized by Asian Association of Management. The event was hosted online by Macau Management Association on 28th August 2020. The first edition of the CEO Trophy for Young Managers Awards was organized at RSP and awards were distributed at CEO Conference Hall on 27th October. The members of the winning team are Mohammad Faraz Abbasi, AGM E&A, Mr. Anup Agarwal, Deputy Manager Hot Strip Mill 2, and Mr. Deepak Garg, Deputy Manager Water Management Department. Doctors of IGH bagged 4 prizes in the 41st All India Steel Medical Officers Conference 2020 held at Vishakha Steel General Hospital, Vishakhapatnam Steel Plant. 17 employees of the plant won Suraksha Anubhuti 2020 awards organized by Sales Safety Organization Ranchi. Mr. Devadatt Satpathy, GM in charge CCW, bagged the first prize in the All India Open Sale Story Writing Competition 2020, My Steel Story, in the English category, while Ms. Munmun Mitra, DGM CSR, got consolation prize in the same category. Mr. Manas Ranjan Behra, Senior Technician, Steel Melting Shop 1, and Mr. Badal Kumar Kar, Senior Operative, Pipe Plant, bagged prestigious awards from the Joint Committee on Safety, Health and Environment in the steel industry for the year 2019.
Now, for some more memorable moments from the month of December. Rourkela Steel Plant swept the SAIL Corporate Awards for Excellence that has been introduced in the year 2020 to create a company-level platform for recognizing and awarding the exemplary performance and extraordinary contribution of the SAIL employees. Chairman SAIL, Mr. Anil Kumar Chaudhary, presented the award on the virtual mode on 24th of December.
The highest award, that is the Best CEO of the Year award, was won by none other than Mr. Deepak Chatraj, CEO, RSP, while Mr. PK Dash, ED Works, was adjudged as the joint winner of the second highest award, that is the Best ED of the Year award. Besides, Mr. AK Pradhan, CGM Plate Mill, got the Motivation Guru award. Mr. TG Kanekar, GM Personal, bagged Communication Wizard award, and Mr. Rakesh Dundial, DGM Marketing, was the winner of the Marketing Pandit award.
The ED Works Skill Excellence Awards were presented to the employees on 22nd of December. RSP surpassed a major milestone of 92 million tons of crude steel production from its steel melting shops. RSP registered a new national record in torpedo ladle life by clocking 2,407 heats in a single campaign. RSP completed the year 2020 with a bang, with a single day hot metal production crossing 15,000 tons, while Blast Furnace 5 surpassed the magical figure of 10,000 tons production in a day on 30th of December.
The renovated Executive Director Works building premises, along with a beautiful monument, was inaugurated on 28 December. Earlier, on 21st December, a Peace Room was inaugurated at ED Works office building. Sampurn, a novel initiative aimed at holistic development of employees, was launched on 22nd December. Scholarship worth Rs 20.44 lakhs was presented by RSP to 179 students belonging to the underprivileged sections from the peripheral villages as well as resettlement colonies.
Friends, smooth seas don't make skillful sailors. The greater the obstacle, the more glory in overcoming it. We've proved it once again with our determined efforts. We have placed our steel plant back on the growth trajectory, braving the odds of enormous magnitude. Let's remain firm on our resolve and rededicate ourselves to catapult Rourkela Steel Plant, the Silpo Konark of Odisha, to greater pinnacles of glory. We wish you a great year ahead. Happy New Year 2021. Thank you.
Thank you.